everyone, Chief Garden Tech Guy here with yet another video. And CES has finished yesterday, the 8th, and they're closing off. And I'd like to show you some of the tech that I find interesting, especially with their features. And so let's get down to this video, shall we? Now, first of all, I'd like to start off in the mobile category, and that would be the Honor 6X. Now, this phone, well, is a mid-range phone type, well, I should say a flagship spec cheap phone, priced at around $259, and you get dual lens camera, which is very great with its features, 3 to 4 gigs of RAM, and an insane battery life with around 3200 amps hour battery, and you get around 32 to 64 gigs of storage, and you are getting a lot with a octa-core processor, fingerprint sensor, and some other features with face detection, autofocus, and focal length, with a good selfie camera which has beautification modes for that perfect selfie, if you're that kind of person that likes the perfect selfie, and so much more, such as splash mode and many more features that I'm sure you can find this phone interesting with Emotion UI 4.1, and we'll see Android Nougat very soon in Q2. And there's the Samsung Galaxy A 2017 phones with enhanced cameras. Yes, all of these phones have IP68 ratings and a 3D metal frame glass with both 60 megapixel front and rear cameras. The A7 has a 5.7 inch display, the A5 has a 5.2 inch display, and the A3 has a 4.7 inch display, in which the A7 has 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage, 3600 mAh battery, and f1.9 aperture. The A5, 3000 mAh battery, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage, and also with the f1.9 aperture also. And the A3, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of storage, 2350 mAh battery, and all come with micro SD card support with up to 256 gigs, and they all come with Android 6.0 marshmallow, 6.0.1 marshmallow, sorry, and each of them containing a octa-core processor with USB Type-C connection, and each of them has a AMOLED panel, in which the A3 has a HD Super AMOLED panel, the A5 a Full HD panel. And now from Lenovo, we have the new and improved ThinkPads, from the refreshed ThinkPad X1 Carbon to the new ThinkPad X1 Yoga and the new ThinkPad X1 Tablet. And the ThinkPad X1 Tablet has 4G LTE connectivity with 2.2 pounds and 15 hours of battery life with Intel vPro technology, which in the Yoga has a optional OLED display, 16 hours of battery life, and 4G LTE connectivity with a 360-degree hinge, and it's at 14 inches, and features support for all Office 2016 apps. And refreshed ThinkPad X1 Carbon, it looks similar to the previous X1 Carbon, but it's lighter, it's a bit slimmer, and a redesigned keyboard. And also it has more Thunderbolt ports now, but it weighs 2.51 pounds, more battery life with up to 15.5 hours, and 4G LTE connectivity, and with its 8 times smaller footprint than the previous generations. So that's a new thing. That's something new to consider. Am I right or not? I think I'm right. And also there's the new ThinkPad 13 Chromebook. Yes, the Chromebook version for the ThinkPad 13. It has most of the features of the ThinkPad 13, but it's a Chromebook, so it will be with Chrome OS features. It has a built to pass tough monetary specifications, and also it's designed like the third ThinkPad 13, but it has longer battery life, and also with USB Type-C connections with a 6th generation Intel-Core i5 processor with full-size USB, Thunderbolt, and USB-C, and an optional Full HD IPS display. And now we head on over to Dell with their new Dell XPS 13 2-in-1. I know I did a video on this earlier and I found this very interesting. It's just like, well, similar to the XPS 13, but the big difference is that it has a 360-degree rotating hinge with ultra sharp quad HD plus display, and there are different models starting from $999 all the way up to full spec of $1,399, and you will get from a Intel Core i5 processor to the full spec version to Intel Core i7 processor with up to 16 gigs of RAM with up to 256 gigs of storage. And you can watch the video that I did on this to find out the full specs. And from Sony, a DVD player. Now this is not any ordinary DVD player. It's a 4K Ultra DVD player. Yes, a 4K Ultra HD DVD player, and it will be coming soon in spring. Now, if you like to stream in 4K, but then again you're like, you want to upgrade a DVD player, but then again you're like, I want to watch in 4K, then look nowhere else. A 4K DVD player. So if you have 4K disc and you want to stream your content in 4K right from your player, then you can get one like this with 4K high dynamic range, and also it has a BT 2020 color space, and it has Dolby Atmos DTSX audio, and also the vision. And you can play anything from HD disc to 4K disc. So this is the future of mobile home theaters in 4K, also supporting all of your audio files from MP3 to DSD. And you have connections to HDMI and also digital outputs and your LAN ports. So if you want to extend it to some other monitor, then have no fear. And there's a new case from Incipio which I found interesting, and most of you folks that own an iPhone and love to use the headphone jack, have no fear, for Incipio is here with their new OX case. Yes, this Incipio case brings back the headphone jack on the iPhone 7. Now how does this work? You slip your phone in the case and it has external ports for not only Thunderbolt but the headphone jack. So if you want to charge your phone and listen to music at the same time, or you just want to use the headphone jack with a 3.5mm earbuds, then this is the case you're looking for. Incipio has saved all of you iPhone users from your misery. But of course, it will cost $59.99. That's a bummer, technically. But it won't be too much to take in your pocket, right? Well, that all depends on your salary. But it's available for the iPhone 7, and you get a 1-year warranty on this. So that is it. These are the electronics and tech that I would have found interesting that was showcased at CES 2017. And so you can like this video if you found it interesting, share it if you found it interesting also, comment to let me know your thoughts, and subscribe to my channel for more. And I'll see you in the next one. And be out for more of my videos coming up. And there's MWC coming up soon, so expect some videos for that event. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.